Opening day baseball at Coors Field, the home opener for the Colorado Rockies as the San Diego Padres come to town. Rockies finishing up a 7-game West Coast swing to start the season, finishing 4-3, split the series with the Padres and took 2 of 3 from the Los Angeles Dodgers. So there have certainly been worse West Coast swings to start the year. The Rockies are in pretty good shape, and they'll face San Diego again now, and guess what? They're going to face San Diego again the next time they go on the road. So we'll definitely get our fair share of seeing the Padres this season. Here's how the Rockies looked last year. You can see ranked last in the National League in terms of ERA, home runs allowed. They're looking for a better year from their starting pitching. It would be Kyle Freeland today, but since he is to go on the injured list with that broken cheek, it's going to be Jeff Hoffman facing Joey Lucchesi of the Padres. Also some transactions taking place after yesterday's game. We had Elias Diaz, who had to leave the game with a bruised right arm, being put on the injured list for 10 days, and the contract of Drew Butera was selected from AAA. Likely wouldn't have needed a IL stint for Diaz if he was not a catcher, but you really do need to have a backup catcher around. So here is Jeff Hoffman, who's making his first start of the season. He's definitely stretched out enough to the point where he can, after being utilized as a starter in spring training. He started the season as out of the long relief role, but now that Freeland has to have a stint on the IL, Hoffman will slide into the rotation. First batter he faces is Juan Lagares, 207 with a home run on the year. Very young season. First pitch from Hoffman is taken high with a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Hopefully you all enjoy the telecast from ATT Sportsnet Rocky Mountain. The stay-at-home home opener this afternoon, we were definitely willing to be flexible to move our game a little bit later for that one. There's a ground ball to first base. It's a line drive, actually. Murphy will grab it for out number 1. Let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup for your San Diego Padres. After Lagares, it's Hosmer, batting second, playing first base. Tommy Pham, Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado plays third base, bats fifth. Will Myers bats sixth in right field. Brian Dozier at second base, batting seventh. Batting eighth, the catcher, Francisco Mejia, who destroyed the Rockies in that opening day series. And then we have Lucchesi catching. Hosmer is still off to a good start, 417 with a homer on the young season. Some other telecasts that you can tune into during this time of COVID-19, along with our simulated broadcasts. You can check Twitter for @TheGhostOfMarv to see Rockies Rewind broadcasts. Those typically are taking place on Thursday and Sunday evenings, but you definitely want to check those out. Saw Game 163 between the Rockies and Padres from 2007 when Matt Holliday touched home plate. That game is in there as Hosmer pulls one foul. You can use the hashtag Rockies Twitter Rewind, and you'll be able to chat along with everybody else during the times of those games. Another thing we can do during COVID-19, I know AT&T Sportsnet Rocky Mountain is also airing some throwback games as well. 2-1 pitch from to Hosmer is swung on and grounded up the middle. There's McMahon to make the play on the backhand, and that's out number 2. I hope you're having a good evening. This broadcast is not affiliated with Major League Baseball, MLB The Show 20, or the Colorado Rockies. This is Ben Kuchner-Kavich of Purple Row. Tommy Pham, the batter, you can see he's really turned it on, hitting .393 now. He was struggling a little bit in that first series of the season. Definitely turned it on as Hoffman gets a swing and miss. 0-1 pitch now. It's a check swing and a pitch low and away, breaking ball, and he did not go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Some sad news to report around Major League Baseball. Ed Farmer, broadcaster for the Chicago White Sox, passed away yesterday. He'd been dealing with polycystic kidney disease throughout his life. It was a swing and a foul out of play. He was 70 years old, but Ed Farmer was truly one of my favorite broadcasters, broadcasted radio games for the Chicago White Sox. Pitch number 10 of the inning coming up from Hoffman, and it's a check swing and a pitch low. And Pham just holds up, count evens at 2. And that one's in the dirt. Count goes full with Fernando Tatis Jr. waiting on deck. He's still struggling in the early going. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Got him to chase a high one. And that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Hoffman to kick off baseball at Coors Field for the first time this year. Dahl, Story, Blackman due up in the bottom of the first. Is Joey Lucchesi making his second start of the season. His first start of the year came against the Rockies. Went 6 1/3 innings, struck out 7, walked 2, gave up 6 hits, no runs. Rockies will try to get something going here at Coors Field. The real struggle for the Rockies has been to get the top of the order hitting. And it's Dahl, it's Blackman, it's Arenado, it's Story, it's McMahon, it's Murphy. It's everybody at the top of the order. Desmond and Wolters, towards the bottom of the order, have been doing their fair share. First pitch is outside to David Dahl. So right now at 5-2, the Padres are first in the National League West. Rockies are second with their 4-3 record. Hopefully some home cooking will get the offense going, especially the top of the order. Pitch to Dahl is taken low and away. Saw some very good starts on that West Coast swing from Clayton Kershaw just a couple days ago. Dahl takes another one low and away. 3-0 with Trevor Story waiting on deck. Chris Paddock had a really good start for the Padres, as did Joey Lucchesi. Here comes a 3-0. That one's in there for a called strike. It's always good to be back at Coors Field for some home baseball with these Rockies. It's going to be a 3-1 to Dahl in the lefty-on-lefty matchup from Lucchesi. That one's taken outside, ball 4. He walked him. Leadoff walk to David Dahl. We'll put a runner on with nobody out for Trevor Story. You can see hitting 200 on the year. Definitely not quite the same numbers we saw from the shortstop who won the Silver Slugger Award in 2019. But it is still early in the season, and you know, just a game can really get those batting averages up quite a bit this early. So Dahl on first after the leadoff walk, nobody out. Lucchesi takes a look over there, and his first pitch to Story is swung on and grounded to third. They'll go to second for 1, back to first, and that's an easy 5-4-3 double play started by Machado. And there are 2 outs now. Let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup for the Rockies in the home opener. See Charlie Blackman playing right field, batting third. Batting cleanup, the third baseman Nolan Arenado. Batting fifth, the first baseman Daniel Murphy. Batting sixth, Ryan McMahon is at second base. Batting seventh in left field, it's Ian Desmond. Batting eighth, the catcher Tony Wolters. And starting pitcher today is Jeff Hoffman. Here's Charlie Blackman now. He got that average back up after a few good games. One really good game to end the series with San Diego, then a very good game to start the series in LA, but now its average has dropped back down to 207. Blackman really likes home openers at Coors Field. You remember a few years ago he went 6 for 6. And the first pitch from Lucchesi, another lefty-on-lefty matchup here. That one's taken just a bit outside. You can see they're shifting on Blackman. Blackman says, "You got to be shifting me." Brian Dozier, the second baseman, playing in shallow right field. Blackman hits lefties and righties very well. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. One from Lucchesi from the windup, and the pitch is swung on and chopped foul. Blackman playing right field for the second year. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and grounded towards short. That's Tatis playing about where the second baseman usually is. He makes the play, and that'll retire the side. Leadoff walk from Dahl, then a double play from Story, and Blackman grounds out. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. It took him a few games to get his first hit of the year, but did so in that 15-inning affair against the Rockies in that final game of that series in San Diego. Tatis 0 for 5 in his career against Hoffman. Hoffman will try to keep it that way as he gets ready to deliver a 1-0. And that swung on and lined towards left field and hit well. Desmond's going back. He's got a beat on it now, and he'll make the catch in front of the track for out number 1. Let's look at your Rockies defense now. From left to right in the outfield, it's Ian Desmond, David Dahl, and Charlie Blackmon. Infield corners, Nolan Arenado, Gold Glove winner in every year of his career. Daniel Murphy at first. Up the middle, your double play combination, Trevor Story and Ryan McMahon. And the battery consists of the catcher, Tony Wolters, and your starting pitcher, Jeff Hoffman. First pitch to Manny Machado is inside with a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Machado only hitting .182 on the young season. Looking for a bit of a rebound after his inaugural campaign with San Diego. That one's high and away, 94-mile-an-hour fastball again. It's 2-0. Off day yesterday, Rockies certainly needed one after that West Coast swing in that 15-inning game in San Diego. There's a swing and a ground ball base hit into left field. That's going to head towards the corner. Machado is on his way to second base. By the time Desmond picks it up, he'll be in there with a one-out double. First hit of the game for either side. That's going to put a runner on now for Will Myers, Rockies killer. Hitting .286 and slugging .524 on the young season. Myers homered against John Gray in the first game of the season. And he gets to bat with a runner in scoring position, Machado with one out. Hoffman from the set position now. He'll take a look at second and deliver his first pitch, and it's low. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Saw Hoffman touch 96 in that first inning. .1-0 pitch is taken high. 96 there with that fastball. The 2-0 is taken outside. 3-0 now on Myers. Brian Dozier waiting on deck. And the 3-0 is taken for a strike. .3-1 coming from Hoffman. It's the sign he likes from Wolters, and the pitch is swung on and foul to the seats. And a 3-2 offering now is swung on and popped in the air towards left center field. This is a long run for Dahl. He's going back on it, and that ball is going to be off the wall. Machado's going to be waved around third, and the throw to the plate is not in time. Into third base with a triple is Will Myers. RBI triple makes it 1-0 Padres. It's the first triple of the year for Myers. That'll bring up Brian Dozier with a runner on third after Myers hits his triple and one out still. First pitch is swung on, and that one's popped up. On the infield, the third baseman Arenado comes in on the grass, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Francisco Mejia. 2 home runs on the year. Both of those came against the Rockies in that first series of the year. One off of Carlos Estevez, a big 3-run shot, and a game-tying home run in the bottom of the 9th off Wade Davis. First pitch fastball is in there for a strike. 25 pitches now for Hoffman. Hoffman getting ready to deliver an 0-1 pitch. 2 outs, runner on third. And it's swung on and grounded towards second base. McMahon right there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. RBI triple for Will Myers. That gets the Padres on the board. First, they lead at 1-0 going to the bottom of the second. Nolan Arenado gets his first plate appearance of the year at Coors Field.
The third baseman, Nolan.
He gets a nice hand from the hometown crowd. You see 261 with 2 homers on the year. He's got a 4-game hitting streak going. Homered in the opening day game against the Padres. First pitch from Lucchesi to Arenado, who feasts on southpaws, is swung on and grounded towards short. Tatis up with the ball, throws across, and that's out number 1. Arenado, big 3-run home run in the first game of the series in LA. Let's take a look at the Padres defense now. Left to right in the outfield, they have Tommy Pham, Juan Lagares, and Will Myers. Infield corners, Manny Machado and Eric Hosmer. Up the middle, that double play combination, Fernando Tatis Jr. and Brian Dozier, and the battery is Joey Lucchesi, the pitcher, and Francisco Mejia, the catcher. 1-0 Padres early on. RBI triple for Will Myers in that top half of this inning. Daniel Murphy bats. He takes first pitch strike on the outside corner with a breaking ball. Murphy only hitting 179 on the young season. Did have a hit yesterday off of Clayton Kershaw. And what ended up being nearly a complete game shutout for him. 8 1/3 innings. So swinging a ground ball, pulled foul. It's quickly 0-2 on Murphy. Murphy also looking for a bit of an increase in his production in his second year with the Rockies. Comes an 0-2 from Lucchesi. Swung on and fouled back. One more time, we'll do another 0-2. Pitch from Lucchesi is swung on and missed, really tied up Murphy with a pitch inside there. That's going to be out number 2.
The second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
I'll bring up Ryan McMahon. Big 3-run home run in the second game of the series in LA. Gave the Rockies the lead that they never relinquished. Left-on-left matchup, but McMahon has reverse splits in his career. Hits better against lefties than righties. He swings and misses.
0-1.
Only 107 on the year for McMahon. Again, still early. But out of all the batters who have struggled, it's really been McMahon, at least from the batting average standpoint, to really get things going early on. 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. It's quickly 0-2 on Ryan McMahon. Thought maybe that 3-run bomb could get him going, but he really struggled yesterday, though it is Clayton Kershaw, and he wouldn't be the first batter to say he struggled against Kershaw. There's a line drive base hit into left field. 2-out single for Ryan McMahon. Nice piece of opposite field hitting for McMahon. I'll bring up Ian Desmond, who really feasts off lefties. He'll get to face a lefty here. 280 on the young season for Desmond, who's made his starting appearance in every game as Dinger. We get our first look at him this season. Gets things going for the crowd. Starting lineup has been the same for the Rockies, 1 through 7, I should say. Elias Diaz has gotten in there to catch about half the time. Tony Wolters the other half. Expect we'll see Wolters the majority of the time from here on out. .0 pitch is swung on and grounded towards second base. Dozier kicks it, but he's still got time. Throws and not in time. Ian Desmond with an infield single. That'll be actually an E4. Error on Brian Dozier. Looks like Dozier thought he had more time than he did. We'll bring up Tony Walters, who's off to a 4-game hitting streak. .353 on the young season. And first pitch is taken just a bit low. Desmond saw his hitting streak come to an end a couple days ago. That one's low and away. He did get a hit off Kershaw yesterday after getting hits in the first 5 games of the season. Dodgers started a lefty in every game of their series, so that's why Diaz got the start in every game. Tony Walters today facing a lefty. 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. Casey takes a look at second now. He's ready to throw his 2-1 pitch, and it's swung on and grounded up the middle into center field, a base hit. Being waved around third, and scoring is McMahon. An RBI single for Tony Walters ties this game up at 1. He's off to a really great start this season. There he gets a hit off a lefty. A 1-1 ball game now. Jeff Hoffman, the batter, with 2 outs, couple runners on. First pitch is taken for a strike. Hoffman trying to help his own cause. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 on Hoffman. Casey takes a look at second base, and now he's going to pitch, and it swung on and missed to get him on strikes. 3-pitch strikeout to Jeff Hoffman. But the Rockies tied this game. RBI single for Tony Walters. 1-1 after 2 innings. Third inning now. Joey Lucchesi, the pitcher, leads off. 9-1-2 hitters for the Padres. Lucchesi looking for his first hit of the season. Hoffman struck out in 3 pitches against him to end that bottom of the second. Hoffman will try for similar results from his matchup with the opposing pitcher. First pitch is high. And here comes a 1-0. That's taken for a strike. And the 1-1 pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Hoffman strikes out his counterpart. That's out number 1. The Padres are hoping for better results this year. It took till the final game of the 2019 regular season, but the Rockies did not finish in last place as that came to the San Diego Padres. The Padres are hoping for continued improvement from a young core of players. They brought in guys like Juan Lagares on a reclamation deal. They have Tommy Pham, Trent Grisham they brought in. Garrett Richards, they're looking for a full season of health from him in the starting rotation. Zach Davies in there as well. Just swinging a line drive towards center field, barely having to move his doll. Makes the catch. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
That'll bring up Eric Hosmer. They're really looking for a rebound campaign for. He's off to a 10-for-25 start to the season, grounded out his first time up, so a 400 average will cut it. First couple years have been a struggle in San Diego for Hosmer, who really went back and forth in his Kansas City career, had a good year, then had a poor year. Padres are hoping for a rebound this year. First pitch from Hoffman is taken for a strike. Hosmer only 1 for 10 in his career against Hoffman. Haas v. Hoff, the 0-1 pitch is taken low.
1-1.
And the next pitch is taken for a strike in the upper regions of the strike zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And 1-2 pitch. That's inside with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Of course, Padres also have one of the best closers in the game, if not the best closer at the moment, in Kirby Yates, as Hoffman gets a swing and miss from Eric Hosmer. Don't hassle the Hoff. That's a 1-2-3 inning, and we're tied at 1 going to the bottom of the third. Big hitters due up for the Rockies. David Dahl leads off the bottom of the third as the lineup turns over. He drew a walk in his first plate appearance. Ended up being erased on the ground ball double play off the bat of Story. First pitch from Lucchesi in this bottom of the third is taken outside. And the 1-0 is low. Comes the 2-0, and it's swung on and fouled the other way towards the seats. Dahl looking to stay healthy this year. I've said that quite a bit about in Dahl's career, but was able to hit above 300 and made the All-Star team in his season last year. It's a ground ball chopped foul the other way. Count evens at 2. You know, when Dahl is healthy, he is an All-Star caliber player. And the 2-2 pitch coming from Lucchesi is taken low. Trevor Story waiting on deck, looking to get back to the Mendoza line. So is Dahl. As Lucchesi is into the windup, and his 3-2 pitch is a strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1 here in this bottom of the third.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Call not going Dahl's way, and Trevor Story will be the batter with 1 out. First pitch from Lucchesi is taken low. Story grounded out his first time up into that double play. The 1-0 from Lucchesi is swung on and lifted in the air towards center field. Going back on this one is the center fielder Lagares, and he'll run it down a step in front of the track.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie.
It'll bring up Charlie Blackmon with 2 outs. Blackmon grounded out his first time up to the second baseman Dozier. First pitch is taken outside. Only 2 Rockies have homered this year. They are Ryan McMahon and Nolan Arenado, 2 of them coming from Nolan and 1 from Ryan. 1-0 pitch to Blackmon is swung on and missed. And the first pitch, next pitch, is lined towards left field. That's hooking down the line, and it will land foul. 1-2 the count on Blackmon. Lucchesi gets ready to deliver. Into the windup. And the pitch. Swung on and lined towards left field. Going back on this one is Pham. And he's not going to get it. That's going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. That's the 4th double of the year for Charlie Blackmon. And he's on second base with 2 outs after that ground rule double. We'll put a runner in scoring position for Nolan Arenado. First pitch from Lucchesi is swung on and lined towards the gap in left center field. And that ball is going to be off the top of the wall. Scoring is Blackmon. RBI double for Nolan Arenado, and the Rockies take a 2-1 lead. Second double of the year for Nolan Arenado. Seen a lot of 2-out hitting from the Rockies this year. When they have scored runs, they seem to have come with 2 outs often. Daniel Murphy will be the batter. Arenado's on second base. First pitch is outside. Murphy struck out his first time up. 5 for 29 start to the year. Again, a lot of these numbers you really don't start paying attention until we get to around the 50 plate appearance plateau as Murphy swings and misses for strike 1. And even then, they are numbers that can fluctuate quite a bit. 1-1 coming, and that swung on and lined down the right field line, headed towards the corner and foul. Just foul off the wall. Lucchese takes a look at second base, and his 1-2 delivery is swung on and chopped foul at the plate. Comes another 1-2, and it's taken low and away with a breaking ball. Arenado gets his lead off second base. Lucchese takes a peek over there and delivers a swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for Murphy off Lucchese, and that'll retire the side. But Nolan Arenado gives the Rockies a 2-1 lead with an RBI double. We go to the fourth. Fourth inning, Tommy Pham 11 for 29 to start the year. He struck out his first time up, chasing high heat from Hoffman. First pitch from Hoffman in the top of the fourth is swung on and missed. 96 miles per hour. Hoffman still has the velocity going. And the 0-1 pitch is taken just a bit inside. Pham, a member of the Rays before coming over to the Padres in a trade this offseason. There's a pitch low, 2-1 the count. Pham was due for an arbitration raise, which the Padres were more willing to give to him than the Tampa Bay Rays, who like to do things cost efficiently over there in Florida. 2-1 pitch from Hoffman to Pham is taken outside. 3 balls and a strike with Fernando Tatis Jr. waiting on deck. He's due. Saw what happened yesterday when I said Mookie Betts was due, and he hit a home run. 3-1 pitch coming to Pham. That one's taken inside, ball 4, he walked him. Puts the leadoff ban on here in the top of the fourth. As Hoffman's team gives him a lead, and he'll try to keep it. Here's Fernando Tatis Jr., 3 for 25 start to a bit of a struggle to begin the season. Flied out his first time up. First pitch from Hoffman is taken low and away. Tatis now 0 for 6 in his career off Hoffman. Again, the expectation for players currently on the injured list in Freeland and Diaz is that they'll miss the minimum amount of time, and they'll be back right after those 15 and 10 days are up, respectively. Diaz, if he were one of the other bench players, probably would not have needed the IL stint, but you do need to get a backup catcher on your roster. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count on Tatis. Hoffman out of options, meaning he could not be sent to the minor leagues without his consent to begin the year, made the roster as a long reliever. Now slides into the rotation in place of Kyle Freeland for at least a start or two. 2-1 pitch to Tatis is swung on and lined towards center field. Right there is Dahl to play it on a hop. And that'll put a couple runners on to lead off this top of the fourth inning. After Pham draws a walk and Tatis gets a base hit. 2 runners on now for Manny Machado, and after him it'll be Will Myers. Like to see him with as little men on base as possible. First pitch to Machado is swung on and missed. 96 mile an hour fastball by him. Hoffman gets ready to deliver from the stretch, takes a peek at second base. And the 0-1. Arenado camps under it, makes the catch in foul territory. And that is out number 1. That'll set up a double play possibility with Will Myers coming up. Don't know how strong that possibility of inducing that ground ball will be. Tripled his first time up for an RBI for Will Myers, so he's driven in the lone run of the game for the Padres so far. First pitch from Hoffman is swung on and belted. And that ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Will Myers. That's his second of the year, both against the Rockies. And he has given his team a 4-2 lead. 3-run bomb from Will Myers. don't really know how you can get Will Myers out at Coors Field. It's 404 feet off the bat to the opposite way. Blackman didn't even move, just watched that one. So now it is 4-2 Padres, and the Rockies offense will have to get some work going in their half of the inning. First pitch is high and tight to Brian Dozier. That was pitch number 50 of the day from Hoffman. Dozier off to a 6-for-26 start to the year, popped out his first time up. And the 1-0 is taken in the dirt. The 2-0 pitch is also taken high. 3-0 now from Hoffman to Dozier with Francisco Mejia waiting on deck. Here comes a 3-0. That one's on the inside corner for a called strike. Hoffman still throwing fast, 96 miles an hour there. But as we have learned, especially as more pitchers are throwing with higher velocity, you need a lot of secondary pitches and movement to get hitters out. The swing and a pop-up into center field. Going back on it now is Dahl. Now he's at the track, and he will get there to make the catch. That's the second out of the inning. Francisco Mejia, the batter. You can see a 6-for-18 start to his season. Grounded out his first time today. Hoffman delivers his first pitch, and it's swung on and chopped foul at the plate. Mejia played with Cleveland last year, just to get the lion's share of the catching duties for the Padres this year with Austin Hedges, a terrific defender, but struggles to hit around that Mendoza line, so relegated to backup duties. We saw him get a walk-off single in the series against the Rockies in San Diego there. There's a ground ball pulled foul. 1-2 the count on Francisco Mejia. The second best number 27 playing in this game. Here comes a 1-2, and that swing on and missed. You got him on strikes. So they'll retire the side, but not before Will Myers does it to the Rockies again with a 3-run home run the other way. It's 4-2 Padres. See if the Rockies can get some offense going in the bottom of the fourth. It's a combination that did it last time. Bud Black talking it over with Steve Foster. Jeff Hoffman, bit of a rough start to his day. 4 runs allowed through 4 innings. With this combination of offense do it for the Rockies. McMahon, Desmond, and Wolters was able to get some runs scored the last time they appeared. Ryan McMahon got that base hit and scored the run on the RBI single from Tony Wolters his last time up. First pitch from Lucchesi was taken low. Pitch count fairly similar for Hoffman and Lucchesi, though, despite the couple extra runs on the board for San Diego. Swung on and lifted in the air to right. Going back on this one is Myers, and he'll get there, running onto the track, and that's out number 1. That'll bring up Ian Desmond, base hit his first time up off the lefty Lucchesi. Rather, that was an error on the second baseman, Brian Dozier. 7-for-26 start to the year for Desmond. 5-game hitting streak to start the season. Lucchesi's first pitch, that's number 49, and it's swung on and fouled out of play. A 1 from Lucchesi, the windup and the pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to center. Going back on this ball is Lagares, and he'll get there to make the catch for out number 2. That'll leave it up to Tony Wolters, RBI single his last time up. Lucchesi now at 50 pitches, 34 of them for strikes. Pretty good ratio. As the Padres defense realigns. Wolters now hitting .389 on the season after that base hit in his first plate appearance of this game. Lucchesi's first pitch, lefty-on-lefty matchup again, is swung on and missed. Wolters did look to continue getting better offensively this offseason. Already a terrific defensive catcher. There's a pitch outside. Wolters, part of his offensive game is he can still get on base. Got on base over a third of the time last year. Good eye at the plate. 1-1 pitch is taken low. And swung on and fouled the other way. Count evens at 2. Elias Diaz started the year as Kyle Freeland's personal catcher, then hit well against lefties in his first game of the season that he started, and they decided to play him a little bit more against lefties in that LA series. As Wolters swings and misses, we're through 4 innings. 4-2 Padres. Hoffman's looking for better results in the 5th.
Leading off for San Diego.
Joey Lucchesi leads off the 5th inning against Jeff Hoffman. Struck him out on 3 pitches his first time up. Wolters setting high and away. The first pitch is taken away.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here comes a 1-0 pitch number 60 of the day from Hoffman. That swung on and lifted in the air to left. Desmond to his right makes the catch for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 7.
That'll bring up Juan Lagares as the lineup turns over now. Lagares 0 for 2 in this ball game. Interesting choice of leadoff hitter. We'll see if the Padres continue that throughout the rest of the year. First pitch from Hoffman is taken for a strike with a big sweeping breaking ball. A 1 pitch is taken inside, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. One. It's a strike of the knees. 36 of 63 pitches have been strikes today for Hoffman. Not quite the impressive ratio compared to Lucchesi. 1-2 pitch is strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
That'll leave it up to Eric Hosmer as Hoffman looks to have a better inning. Couple 1, 2, 3 innings in this game for Hoffman, and a couple innings where he's given up runs. First pitch to Hosmer with 2 outs is taken high, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Hosmer 0 for 2 on the day. Rockies have handled him, strikeout and a ground out, so that'll bring the batting average down a little bit to below 400 at least. For Hosmer, is off to a hot start to this year. 1-0 pitch is swung on and grounded fair down the left field line. Desmond's over to cut it off. Hosmer's on his way to second. Here's the throw, and they got him. Out by a long shot is Eric Hosmer. Poor base running decision there. Desmond throws a strike, and we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Quick inning for Hoffman. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th. 4-2 Padres.
Your attention, please.
We have a pinch hitter for Hoffman, so that'll be the end of his day. Only goes 5 innings. Gives up 4 runs. Chris Owings, the pinch hitter. He has a hit and a walk in his appearances on the year. First pitch from Lucchesi. He's in there for a strike.
Count 1-0.
250 in very brief playing time. Just 4 at-bats. 5 plate appearances for Owings on the year. Seen him pinch hit and come in as a defensive replacement in left field at times. Wins in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yency Almonte now is warming up in the Rockies bullpen. Looks like he'll come in. He's the long reliever nowadays. Hoffman starting in that role as the primary long reliever to begin the year. Now back into the rotation, at least for another start or 2. There's a pitch low, 2-1 the count. And the 2-1 is down and in. 3 balls and a strike with David Dahl waiting on deck. Lucchesi into his motion, the windup, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. We mentioned the struggles of Owings last year, looking to have a rebound campaign with the Rockies. Split time between the Royals and Boston Red Sox last year. Only hit 139. 3-2 pitch. One swung on and lined over the glove of a leaping Machado into left field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Owings on his way to second base. And he is in there with a leadoff double in the bottom of the fifth as the Rockies look to get something going. That's the first double and extra base hit of the year for Owings. And we have the top of the order coming up now. David Dahl leads things off. Drew a walk in his first plate appearance, otherwise 0 for 1. You see that 3 for 28 start to the year. He's definitely due for a hit. As Dinger encourages the crowd to get going. Make some noise. First pitch to Dahl is swung on and grounded towards second base. Up at the ball is Dozier. Owings advances to third. He's there with one out. As the Rockies try to get a run back. That'll bring up Trevor Story. 0 for 2 in this game, fly out and a ground out. So he is also due for a hit. First pitch from Lucchesi is swung on and pulled foul. The 0-1, that's swung on and grounded weakly towards second base. Scoring on the play is Owings. That's an RBI ground out for Trevor Story. Rockies trail by a run now. It's 4-3 Padres. Chip away, chip away. Charlie Blackmon, the batter. 1 for 2, double and a run scored. Scored on a hit by Arenado. We'll take that combination again. Game with 2 outs. First pitch from Lucchesi to the lefty Blackmon, who hits lefty as well. That's a strike. Lucchesi delivers an 0-1 pitch. And it's taken outside. The 1-1. Outside again. Swung on and pulled into the shift. The second baseman Dozier is there to make the long throw, and that'll retire the side. Rockies get a run home as Chris Owings leads off with a double, advances a couple bases on groundouts, and we go to the 6th, 4-3 Padres. It is Carlos Estevez actually taking over on the hill. We thought it might be Yency Almonte. He was warming up for a time, but it is Estevez. 4 1/3 innings on the year. He's continuing to bring that ERA down from a very rough first appearance of the season. As Tommy Pham drew a walk in his first plate appearances. Yency Almonte is still warming up in the Rockies bullpen. He's joined by Jake McGee. First pitch from Estevez is taken just a bit inside. There's the double barrel action in the Rockies bullpen, McGee and Almonte. Rockies will also see the Rangers on this homestand. 1-0 pitch is swung on and lined towards the gap in right center field. That ball is going to get down and it's going to go to the wall. Good speed for Pham. He will pull up at second base with a leadoff double here in the 6th. 4th double of the year for Tommy Pham. The batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. As now Almonte has sat down and Tyler Kinley is now warming up alongside McGee in the Rockies bullpen. First pitch, 99-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike from Estevez to Tatis. Tatis got his 4th hit of the year in 26 at-bats. His last time up, single and a run scored as part of his 1 for 2 day at the dish. Pham is on second base with nobody out. First pitch from Estevez is taken inside. All of Tatis's hits this year have come with runners in scoring position. His 4 hits. And the 1-1 is swung on and fouled out of play. Tatis having to end the year early last year. He was off to a really good start and was en route to maybe give Pete Alonso some competition for Rookie of the Year honors. But Alonso, set the rookie record for home runs hit, so he may have had it anyway. 1-2 pitch is taken outside. Estevez, really good year out of the bullpen for the Rockies last year, along with Jairo Diaz. Really some pleasant surprises for the Rockies. And Estevez delivers a 2-2. That's taken outside at 98 miles an hour with Manny Machado waiting on deck. Runner on second base, nobody out. Here comes a 3-2, and it's swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Big out number 1 here in the top of the 6th.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
And the batter will be Manny Machado. Pham on second base after his leadoff double. 1 out. First pitch to Machado is taken for a strike. Machado 1 for 2 double and a run scored. In this game, he's 5 for 24 to start the season. Estevez delivers an 0-1, and it's swung on and missed for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 on Manny Machado. As Estevez looks to strand the leadoff base runner. The 0-2 is taken low. Machado does not chase. 1 more time, a 1-2 pitch to Machado is swung on and grounded towards second base. McMahon kicks it, picks it up, throws to first, and not in time. Pham will advance to third. It's an error on the second baseman, McMahon. Saw Dozier make a similar error earlier. So there's runners on the corners now with 1 out for Wil Myers. Home run and a triple today, and already 4 RBIs here in the 6th inning. Halfway to the cycle, and it looks like the hardest parts are over for Wil Myers. So he's really doing it to the Rockies again in 2020. And he's got 2 runners on base once again. Can't afford to give free base runners to the Padres when Wil Myers is on deck. Here's the first pitch from Estevez. It's taken just a bit outside with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. See, Wil Myers, very small sample size, but hitting .800 with runners in scoring position to start the year. Almost wonder about an intentional walk. 1-0 pitch is taken for a strike. See, Wolters pointing out to the mound, showing his appreciation for Estevez hitting his spot there. Here comes a 1-1, and it's swung on and missed for strike 2. Estevez, affectionately known as Wild Thing, he won't give in to many batters. Go right after them. One-two to Myers is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Going back on this one is Desmond, and he will get there to make the catch in front of the track. Tagging and scoring is Pham. It's an RBI sac fly for Wil Myers, his 5th RBI of the day. And it's 5-3 Padres.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
That'll bring up Brian Dozier, 0 for 2 in this game. Fly out and a pop out, 6 for 27 on the season. Dozier, a member of the World Series champion Nationals last year. First pitch is taken 100-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. There's an 0-1. It's taken outside. One offering is high at 98. 2-1 the count. Dozier also spending time with the Minnesota Twins and Los Angeles Dodgers in his career. Best years with the Twins, though he had a very good year last year with the Nationals. Pitches inside, 3 balls and a strike. Francisco Mejia waiting on deck. And the 3-1. It swung on and popped foul and over the screen. 13 strikes of 22 total pitches thrown by Estevez in this inning. Gets ready to deliver another 3-2 pitch to Dozier. And it swung on and chopped back to the mound. Estevez, nice hops to make that play. He throws to first, and that'll retire the side. 5th RBI of the day comes on a sac fly for Will Myers, and now the Padres have a 5-3 lead. Arenado, Murphy, McMahon due up in the bottom of the 6th. Nolan Arenado leads off this bottom of the 6th inning. We have double barrel action in the Padres bullpen. It's the righty Luis Perdomo and the lefty Jose Castillo. Arenado 1 for 2 today with a double and a run batted in, hitting .280 in his just a bit over 20 plate appearance sample size. Pitch number 69 of the day from Lucchesi is swung on and pulled foul. Arenado still a member of the Colorado Rockies after a lot of rumors this offseason and a lot of disagreements with the front office. First pitch is swung on and lined into center field. Going back on this one is Lagares to make the catch in front of the track for out number 1. 70 pitches now for Lucchesi. That hasn't really been a problem for him. He hasn't hit 20 in any inning yet. But the Rockies are just a base runner away from getting the tying run to the plate, so I want to be careful, especially with how a lot of players up and down this lineup hit lefties well. First pitch to Daniel Murphy is swung on and fouled the other way. The 0-1 from Lucchesi is swung on and grounded to first base. Throwing to the pitcher is Hosmer. It is a 3-1 out. There are 2 away. We'll bring up Ryan McMahon, 1 for 2 single and a run scored in this one. With 2 outs, the first pitch from Lucchesi is taken a strike on the outside part of the outside corner. A 1 delivery now is swung on and missed. It's quickly 0-2 on McMahon. Next pitch of the day will be number 75 from Lucchesi, who's trying to have a really quick inning here. It's swung on and lined into left field. A base hit. Second hit of the day for McMahon. Nice to see for him. And an 0-2 pitch. A couple hits the other way for McMahon today. And that will bring up Ian Desmond. Hit lefties well in his entire career and his entire Rockies career. Emilio Pagan now warming up in the Padres bullpen, one of their better relievers. First pitch to Desmond is taken down and in. Desmond 0 for 2 on the day, fly out and reached on an error by the second baseman Dozier. Desmond 7 for 27 to start the year. Starting the year playing against both lefties and righties. That one's taken low and it's 2-0. Is Emilio Pagan and Craig Stammen, 2 of the better relievers for the Padres up in their pen. Stammen signing a deal this offseason, Pagan coming over in a trade with the Rays. Mentioned also traded to the Rays. Hunter Renfroe and Manuel Margot will no longer see them roaming the Padres outfield. There's a pitch inside to make it 3-0 on Desmond with Tony Walters waiting on deck. See if the McMahon, Desmond, Walters combination can come through again. It did so earlier in this game. 3-0 pitch to Desmond is in there for a strike.
Count is 3-1.
Was looking like a quick inning for Lucchesi, but then the hit from McMahon happened. Now his next pitch is going to be number 80. Desmond represents the potential tying run at the plate, and he takes one down and in ball 4. He walked him. So 2 out base runners for the Rockies in McMahon and Desmond. Single and a walk, and that'll bring up Tony Wolters, who has an RBI single already on the day. Brought home McMahon. Perdomo and Castillo now in the bullpen, as Wolters is 1 for 2 on the day. That RBI single, his lone hit. Casey takes a look at McMahon at second base, gets ready to deliver his first pitch, and it's in there for a strike. McMahon on second base, Ian Desmond on first base. There are 2 outs as Tony Wolters tries to come through. In this 2-out runner in scoring position situation, 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. It's quickly 0-2 on Wolters. Casey into the set position, takes a look at second base and delivers an 0-2. And it's swung on and flared towards left field, going over his Pham. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. We are through 6 innings of play. It's 5-3 Padres with their 8-9 one-hitters due up. Bud Black's out to make a double switch. Entering the game will be the lefty Jake McGee. 3 1/3 innings on the year. 4 strikeouts and a walk. First batter he faces is Francisco Mejia.
Now playing lefty and batting 9, number 1.
Garrett Hampson will take over in left field. He'll be in the number 9 slot in the order now, as the pitcher spot will be in the 7th spot in the order. There's a line drive base hit into center field off Francisco Mejia to lead off this top of the 7th against McGee. McGee in the 3rd year of a $27 million deal. Has a club option unless his option vests for the 2021 campaign, but it doesn't look like it will unless he's used very often this year. Jurickson Profar is going to pinch hit for Joey Lucchesi, so his day is done. 6 strong innings for him. Profar, not a whole lot of action this year, but has hit 400. So McGee will pitch from the stretch now to the righty. The first pitch is taken inside with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. McGee takes a look at first base as 1-0 pitch is swung on and lined down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It's going to head towards the corner. Mejia will be held at third. Runners on second and third now after the pinch hit double from Jurickson Profar, his first of the year. And nobody out now. Runners on second and third. Juan Lagares steps to the plate, 0 for 3 in this game. McGee will certainly try to keep it that way. Stinger encourages the crowd to give McGee some support. First pitch from McGee is on its way, and it's taken for a strike.
0-1's the count.
A 1 pitch from McGee is swung on and grounded foul. It's quickly 0-2 on Juan Lagares, already 0 for 3 on the day. It's McGee from the set position. Delivers an 0-2, and it's inside with the breaking ball. McGee, a rough first couple years of that new deal. Had a couple of really good seasons with the Rockies. Prior to that, also a former member of the Tampa Bay Rays. You can say that about a lot of players in the Padres lineup right now. There's a swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 0 for 4 in the day now for Lagares as McGee picks up a big out number 1. I'll bring up Eric Hosmer, so now we get a lefty on lefty matchup, McGee and Hosmer. The 3-batter minimum rule in effect this year, or to the end of an inning. So no pitchers are really lefty specialists for the Rockies anyway. First pitch is a strike to Eric Hosmer. 1 for 3 base hit in the 5th inning. He's now 11 for 27 to start the year. And we have a defensive change now for the Rockies as Drew Butera has entered the game. Not sure if something happened to Tony Walters. Already down 1 catcher of the Rockies. There's a ground ball hit to second base. McMahon throws to first for out number 2. The infield is playing in, so there are now 2 outs. So Padres get runners on second and third with nobody out. Now there are 2 away. That's very odd to see a change made with an 0-1 count there. Could see maybe Walters getting a little bit of a break for Butera to come into the game. But with an 0-1 count in the middle of an inning there, that seems very implausible unless there's some sort of situation going on with Tony Walters. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Again, Elias Diaz just had to go on the injured list a couple days ago. Still have Dom Nunez out in AAA, but then you're running out of catchers for the Albuquerque Isotopes. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Pitch from McGee is swung on and fouled out of play. It's 1 ball and 1 strike the count now on Tommy Pham. McGee allowing the first 2 runners to get into scoring position, then getting 2 outs. 1-1 pitch to Pham is swung on and belted to deep left field. If it stays fair, it's gone. Oh, it is foul. Just foul. And here we go again. That one, strike 3 called. He got him on the inside corner. Jake McGee, real nail biter there, but he just gets out of trouble. It remains 5-3 Padres, 7th inning stretch. Luis Perdomo into the game, new Padres pitcher, 4 1/3 innings pitched on the year. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. This is the 6th game of the season. First batter he faces is Garrett Hampson, looking for his first hit of the year. Hasn't started any games, but in there as a defensive replacement as part of the double switch. First pitch is a fastball low. The 1-0 is swung on and lined in the air to right field. Going back on it is Myers. He's got it in range, makes the catch for out number 1. It'll turn the lineup over now for David Dahl. Dahl drew a walk in the first inning, otherwise 0 for 2, so a 3 for 29 start to the year for Dahl. Really looking to get things going. Had a double in 3 straight games on the road trip at one point. First pitch from Perdomo is swung on and grounded into the shift. Second baseman Dozier makes the play, and that's another 0 for 4 day for Dahl. And there are 2 outs now. Kirby Yates and Craig Stammen both warming up now in the Padres bullpen. Trevor Story, the batter, he's 0 for 3. First pitch is taken for a strike. Looks like it was below the knees. Story has good numbers in his career against Perdomo, hitting above 400 with a couple of walks in addition to that. Swung on and yanked foul, and now it's quickly 0-2 on Story. Just a little bit of out ahead of that one. Comes an 0-2 from Perdomo, and it's taken high and tight with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Perdomo, a history of throwing high and tight to Rockies batters. Remember the brawl that was incited with him throwing a pitch behind Nolan Arenado. And Arenado said, enough of that. 2 outs, a 1-2 pitch to Story is swung on and hit in the air the other way. Myers to his right makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Perdomo. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters do it for the Padres. They lead at 5-3 going to the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
New pitcher for the Rockies is Tyler Kinley. He's pitched very well in his 3 games. 2 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Hasn't given up a hit to a righty yet. In that Dodgers series, he came into a game where Wade Davis was getting into an awful lot of trouble in the bottom of the 9th, but he pitched out of trouble and got the final 2 outs of that one. First pitch to Tatis is taken for a strike. Kinley claimed off waivers by the Miami Marlins at the very beginning of last offseason, and he impressed so much in spring training that he made the roster. And he's been impressive in his brief appearances so far in the regular season. Swing and a miss for strike 2. It's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball by Tatis. Kinley's always had good strikeout numbers. The only problem he's had, his Achilles heel, has been the walks, walking over 6 per 9 at times. And if he can control that command, there's a lot to work with here. And it could be one of the better pitchers in the Rockies bullpen. 0-2 pitch to Tatis is swung on and chopped foul. Comes an 0-2. That one's taken high and away. 45,164 in attendance here tonight for the home opener at Coors Field. Kinley gets ready to deliver a 1-2 to Tatis, and it's swung on and missed to get him on strikes. 5th strikeout of the year now for Kinley. He continues his hot start to the Rockies in a Rockies uniform.
Manny Machado.
They'll bring up Manny Machado with 1 out. Scott Oberg and James Pazos, the righty and lefty, respectively, representing double-barrel action in the Rockies bullpen. First pitch to Machado is a strike. Machado 1 for 3 double and a run scored on the day, 5 for 25 on the year. Kinley holds that glove high above the belt, and his pitch is in for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Machado. Throwing a ton of strikes this year is Kinley, so he seems to have perhaps solved some of those command issues. It's been nothing but strikes. Start this season, the 0-2 pitch coming to Machado now. It swung on and missed. He got him to chase the pitch outside of the zone. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Kinley in the 8th. That'll bring up Will Myers. Remember, Kinley got Myers out in the Padres series at San Diego to start the year, so that could be the cure for what ails the Rockies when Myers comes to the plate. He has 5 RBI today. All 5 RBI have come off the bat of Myers. A 3-run home run, an RBI triple, and a sac fly. So now 8 for 23 on the year. One-man wrecking crew against the Rockies. It has been that way ever since he got to San Diego. Kinley starts his motion by holding the glove high above his head, now delivers a pitch, and it's a fastball in for a strike. Again, nothing but strikes for Kinley. That's in there, and it's quickly 0-2 on Myers. It's ready to deliver an 0-2 pitch. That's down and in, does not get him to chase that pitch diving down and in the zone. Kinley now getting ready to deliver a 1-2 pitch. And it's swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Kinley strikes out the side. Really impressive start to his Rockies career. Now the offense needs to get going. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Padres. Emilio Pagan takes over for San Diego now. Came over in a trade with the Rays this offseason. Wears that blue glove so you can identify him. 4 innings on the year, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, hasn't given up a hit to any lefties, and the first pitch batter he will face is a lefty, Charlie Blackmon, 1 for 3, double, and a run scored on the day. Began a really impressive year for the Rays, and he adds to that relief corps for the Padres, along with Kirby Yates, one of if not the best closer in baseball, Craig Stammen, Pierce Johnson, and others. There's a ground ball hit towards second base into the shift. Playing him perfectly was Dozier, makes the play for out number 1. Rockies just need a base runner to bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
We'll bring up Nolan Arenado. 1 for 3, double, and a run batted in on the day. His first appearance at Coors Field this year. Everybody's first appearance at Coors Field this year. In the home opener. Pagan holds that blue glove and gets ready into his motion. The pitch is taken for a strike. First game of this homestand on the first homestand of the year at Coors Field. Rockies going 4-3 on the road trip. There's a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2 on Arenado. The real struggle this year has been the top of the order hitting. Arenado's looked a little bit better ever since that first series in San Diego, at least. And that one's just a bit outside. Arenado might have gotten the benefit of a call there, and it's ball 1. Comes a 1-2 from Pagan, and it's swung on and fouled back. One-two pitch, outside and low with a breaking ball. Count evens at 2. And the 2-2 is swung on and lined foul on the left field line. Another 2-2 pitch coming to Arenado with 1 out. That's down and in. Full count now with Daniel Murphy waiting on deck. And the 3-2. That's swung on and fouled out of play. Arenado giving a good fight here to Pagan. 8 pitches this at bat in the 8th inning. For a quick 1-pitch, 1 out to Blackmon. Arenado making him work. And that's just a bit inside. Arenado getting the call, and he draws a walk. He's on base now, representing the tying run at the plate now will be Daniel Murphy. Murphy is 0 for 3 on the day, looking for a hit. Got one off Clayton Kershaw a couple days ago. And the first pitch from Pagan is taken outside. Murphy getting to face a right-handed pitcher, perhaps more to his liking. After struggling against Luke Casey earlier in this game, 1-0 pitch is taken just a bit outside, 2-0. Pagan doesn't normally struggle with control. Walks Arenado, now behind 2-0 on Murphy. Two-0 pitch now. And that one's just a bit inside. 3 balls, no strikes with Ryan McMahon waiting on deck. He's got a couple hits today. 3-0 now from Pagan to Murphy, and it's inside. Ball 4, he walked him. Now the potential tying run is on base. Potential go-ahead run steps to the plate, and Ryan McMahon hit a 3-run home run a few days ago. So Yates and Castillo warming up in the Padres bullpen. 2 for 3, 2 singles and a run scored today for McMahon. 4-pitch walk to Murphy. First pitch is swung on and missed as McMahon tries to launch. Misses on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Comes an 0-1. That's swung on and lifted in the air towards left center field. Going back on this one is Lagares. He's at the track. He's looking up, and it's gone. 3-run home run for Ryan McMahon in the bottom of the 8th. And that gives the Rockies a 6-5 lead. Another clutch 3-run blast off the bat of Ryan McMahon, his second of the year. He has done it again. 2 huge hits on the year. And Jace Tingler in the Padres dugout cannot believe it. How about Ryan McMahon? And that's going to chase Pagan from this game. Jose Castillo is going to come in. 5 innings on the year, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3.60 ERA through his first 5 games of the year. And now his job is just to keep the Rockies off the board from here on out and give his team a chance to get back on the board and at least tie this game in the top of the 9th. Raimel Tapia will pinch hit as the pitcher spot comes up. First pitch is taken outside. Pinch hitter Tapia, hitting .400 in his brief sample this year. He's been the primary pinch hitter that Bud Black has gone to. Lefty on lefty matchup. That pitch is high and away. 2-0 now. Drew Pomeranz, lefty, starting to warm up in the Padres bullpen. Kirby Yates has sat down, as it looks like no longer a save situation for him if what he was looking for coming into the bottom of the 9th. Now there may be no bottom of the 9th as the Rockies take a 6-5 lead on the 3-run home run for Ryan McMahon. Drew Butera waits on deck as it's now a 3-0 count on Tapia. And the 3-0 is on the outside corner for a called strike. Again, Drew Butera is on deck. Tony Walters was replaced in this ball game. Don't really know why. Haven't gotten any word on that. But it was with an 0-1 count a few innings ago. Tapia swings and lines one foul on the left field line. So now from a 3-0 count to 3-2 on Tapia. We'll certainly pass along any information on Walters we can after the game, but a very odd situation. That one's low, and Tapia has a 1-out walk. We'll bring up Drew Butera, who will get his first plate appearance of the year. So Matt Strom and Drew Pomeranz, a couple of lefties up in the bullpen for the Padres. Butera was selected from AAA. And that gives the Rockies a full 40-man roster. He was not on the 40-man, signed a minor league deal this offseason. He swings and misses for strike 1. So Dom Nunez would be the next consideration to be called up. That one swung on and chopped foul. Quickly 0-2 on Butera after a 4-pitch walk to Tapia. Comes an 0-2, and that's inside. Jose Castillo, that 4-pitch walk after he comes into the game, and now 1-2 pitch, throw to first to drive back Tapia. He's not going anywhere. Comes the 1-2, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That's out number 2. Drew Butera strikes out in his first at bat of the year.
Now batting, number 1.
That'll bring up Garrett Hampson. Still looking for his first hit of the year. Came in on a double switch. Desmond out of the game. First pitch is in for a strike. Hampson flied out in the 7th inning. 0 for 4 on the year. Another throw to first, a bit closer this time, but Tapia is back in there. 0-1 count on Garrett Hampson. 2 outs now. Rockies taking a 6-5 lead on the 3-run home run by Ryan McMahon. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One more run until tacos. It'll be the first time the Rockies get tacos this year if they could pull that off. 1-1 pitch is swung on and chopped up the middle. And that's going to be a dive by Tatis, but he will not have a play. Infield single for Garrett Hampson. Tapia advances to second. That's the first hit of the year for Hampson. And that'll bring up David Dahl. We'll see if he can blow this game wide open. First pitch is taken high and tight. Dahl 0 for 4 on the day. Really could use a hit here. Doesn't matter what the score is. Castillo takes a look at Tapia, delivers his pitch, and it's low and away, 2-0. 2-0 pitch from Castillo to Dahl is low and away, 3 balls and no strikes. And Jace Tingler can't be happy about the lack of command from his pitchers in this inning. It's going to be a 3-0 now on Dahl. And that's swung on and fouled out of play. Dahl was ready to go after one. Knew it might be down the heart of the plate. And a 3-0 count. He fouls it away. So it's now 3-1 on Dahl. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So from 3-0 to 3-2 now on Dahl. And the 3-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to left, going back onto his fam. He's got in range. And will make the catch to retire the side, but not before Ryan McMahon hits a 3-run home run and gives the Rockies a 6-5 lead. See if they can hold on in the 9th. Wade Davis on to close it out. 5th game of the year, 3 1/3 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks. You can see that ERA is 8.10, still better than last year's ERA. But he was not able to finish off his last appearance. I'd have Tyler Kinley come in and get a couple outs for him. Scott Oberg still available in the bullpen, should he run into trouble. First pitch to Brian Dozier is taken for a strike. It was an 0-1 from Davis. He did work a 1-2-3 inning in that Dodgers series as well in another appearance. And that one's low. Davis into his windup. Now he is in the pitch. He was swung on and fouled back, and now it's 1-2 on Dozier. Thrilling game here. None of the Rockies' wins have come easy this year. He was swinging a foul back. 6-5 Rockies. First time they have had a lead in this game after Ryan McMahon with another clutch hit, a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Dozier is high, count evens at 2. And the pitch is swung on and fouled away again. Davis trying to collect his 3rd save of the year in his 4th opportunity. And the pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. This will be at least an 8-pitch plate appearance for Brian Dozier to lead things off in the 9th. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and pulled foul. This will be at least a 9-pitch plate appearance to start off this inning for Dozier against Davis. Jeff Hoffman started this game. And the pitch that swung on and popped in the air to shallow center field. It's the shortstop, Story, who's going to go out onto the outfield grass, make the catch for out number 1. It was good to get the first out in this save situation for Wade Davis. That'll bring up Francisco Mejia, hit that game-tying home run off Davis in the San Diego series in San Diego. Certainly hoping for a different outcome here. First pitch is taken for a strike with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Davis got 2 quick outs in that game. Then the 2-out home run to Mejia. Davis getting ready to deliver an 0-1. It swung on and missed for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 on Mejia. Here comes an 0-2 pitch. And it swung on and missed. He got him on strikes that time. And that's out number 2. Wade Davis 1 out away. With a pinch hitter, it'll be Greg Garcia now. 1 for 4 to start the year. Does have an RBI. So has a walk to add to that. He's the last batter Davis needs to face. First pitch is taken for a strike with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Garcia, very good eye at the plate. Started his career with the St. Louis Cardinals, now with the Padres after being claimed off waivers a few seasons ago. Very good guy to have off your bench, especially if you want a base runner. 0-1 pitch is outside with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And here comes a 1-1. Swung on and fouled out of play. Davis just needs one more strike. And Davis now gets ready into his motion. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped foul. Garcia, strike away from ending this ball game. Also a pitch away from potentially tying this ball game. He represents the potential tying run. 1-2 pitch is swung on and grounded to third. It's a fair ball. Arenado throws to first and got him, and that is your ball game. Nolan Arenado throws across for the final out. Ryan McMahon hits a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th to give the Rockies a 6-5 lead, and that's all they need. Wade Davis locks down a 1-2-3 9th inning. And the Rockies are 1-0 at Coors Field to start the year. Have to think Ryan McMahon's going to get player of the game honors for that impressive outing. 3 hits on the day. He really needed that performance. Of course, no bigger hit in this game than his 3-run home run. Will Myers drives in all 5 runs of the day for the Padres with a 3-run home run, an RBI triple, and a sac fly, but that's not enough. As the collective effort from the Rockies gives them the win today. Tyler Kinley getting the win and Wade Davis the save. Ryan McMahon is your player of the game. Let's see, 2 for 3 today for Will Myers. Tommy Pham 1 for 3 with a double. Manny Machado had a double. Jurickson Profar a pinch hit double. Nolan Arenado also 1 for 3 RBI double. Chris Owings had a pinch hit double. Lots of doubles in this game. Charlie Blackmon went 1 for 4 with a 2-base hit as well. So Wade Davis strikes out a batter in his inning of work to get the save. Tyler Kinley strikes out the side and gets the win in the 8th inning. Emilio Pagan takes the loss. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Ben Kuchnarkavich of Purple Row. We'll take a look at the box score and some stats before we leave this one.
And as you exit Coors Field, we remind you to please drive home safely.